They were naturally coming and talking. Sir, how did this happen? And I told them, hey Machan, come. And IIT language, man, you quickly strike a bond. Come, what you do is simple. Take a newspaper, read in front of the mirror. Unfortunately, very few of them attempted it. Because here the limit is not just a communication limit, it's a limit of overcoming your fear of yourself. Straight. It's your fear of yourself. You can't stand yourself, reading to yourself in front of the mirror. That is a problem. So you have to overcome that. And believe me, this guy became and today, God bless that chap, he's sitting as corporate communication, general manager, corporate communications for one of the top companies in England. Fantastic. Because it's just great that this guy went through that journey. Because he pushed the limits. And of course, he is discovering newer limits. Or every day, friends, you will discover newer limits. Now he has other kinds of things which he wants to fight against. Basically, understand, always the war is with yourself. Trust me on this. In your own journey in life, the war is with yourself, not with another person. You have to struggle with yourself. In fact, to put it very bluntly, the biggest struggle is overcoming the burden of yourself. Okay, this is another case. I'm giving you one more example in IIT. We used to live in Krishna Hostel. David, you knew my gang quite well. Okay? David was the hockey captain of IIT Madras. In fact, at that time, IIT Madras won the general championship in the intra-IIT meet for 13 years consecutively. And the 14th year, we had to lose because of a conspiracy of fantastic proportions, actually. Okay. In fact, I think the other IITs had to gang up and say, how do we get rid of these guys from the general championship? We had some fantastic sportsmen. Anyway, that apart. So at that time, we were in Krishna Hostel. I'm talking of the early 80s. We were all, in my wing in Krishna Hostel, we were all Asterix fanatics. Okay. Fanatical about Asterix. I'm talking of one guy actually, because push the limits case. So our entire wing people used to be named after Asterix. Okay. First, mine is not Ganapatix. I'll tell you that also. Okay. It was a worse version. It was, I can't say. It was definitely Patix, but before Patix it was something else. Okay. So we have these deadly nicknames in IIT. I'll share that also. So much of humor in IIT. I mean, you have such fond memories, I'll tell you some of those instances also. I'm sure you will also have wonderful moments. So first fellow was Panics. Okay, because always writer, hey, I have to study this. I have to study that. So they call him Panics. Second fellow, Horlicks. Okay. Now this guy had a, Horlicks bottle. Every day he used to take it to the mess. So Horlicks. Third fellow, Vanishing Tricks. Never in the wing. Where are you? I was there. Vanishing Tricks. Fourth fellow, get up at 6. In fact, our entire wing names were featured in both Hindu and Express. They were amused, Patix. Okay. Ganapati. So they combined Hindi and Tamil. I had to live with it. I had a more decent one, rock music, because I used to love rock music. The next fellow, PhD in mathematics, spoiled matrix. The next guy, one of my dearest friends, Professor Ghosh of Metallurgy in Banaras Indian University, wonderful human being, fantastic guy. He was the elderly sage, Goshda, we used to call him, typical Bengali, because he used to crack a lot of jokes in Bengal, which I shared with you. I think I should tell this audience. Ghosh always used to say, Ganesh, Bengalis love three things: fish, fight, and football. Okay. But he was a wonderful cook, so masala mix. Okay. Then there was one fellow who was always in his underwear in the wing. Anytime you see him in his underwear, hey, what the? So, obscene characteristics. So the wing went like that, But there was this guy, again, some IIT look. I have to give you a little diversion and humor because I'm talking about a serious topic, but sometimes this humor is necessary for you. There was this guy, very handsome chap, good friend. Again, we were all in the same gang. Huh? He's in the US doing exceedingly well now. So this chap fell in love with a girl in Sarayu House. Boss, you haven't heard the story fully. This girl was stunningly beautiful. I really mean it. Okay. So, listen carefully. She was a model, by the way. I'm sure many of the girls will be wondering, Sarayu Hostel model? My God. Okay. She was really beautiful, and obviously she sent many guys on a spin. Okay. You got it. Okay. And humanities department, by the way. Okay. And this guy, fas gaya. So, his name, guess, in a love fix. Then there was this Sardarji, 6 foot 7 inches without the turban. He can't sing. So his name was, he was a singer who couldn't sing. Okay. So song sent for a 6. So like that we had. But there was a Roman camp also. Just like you had the Gauls, you had the Romans. And there was one Sardarji in the Roman camp. He was a very close friend. His name is Manmohan Singh. In fact, unfortunately, he didn't go with a degree from IIT. 13 years he did his PhD. Okay. He was pushing the limits too hard. Okay. Very nice chap. Very deep philosopher. We used to call him midnight maniacs. Okay. Roman. But Manmohan Singh is the character I want to talk about. How many of you have a Krishna hostel here? Anybody? Oh, there's a lot of people. Okay. This guy, now, I think it's room number 327 now. At that time it was 227. That wing was called Mount Road because everybody used to pass by that wing. Okay. So this guy, Krishna Hostel cricket ground you have, no? You have a small cricket ground there. Earlier the new wings were not there. That ground was not level. Single-handedly, 2.5 years, every day evening, he went with the crowbar and the shovel and leveled the ground. Trust me, single-handedly. Occasionally we guys used to go, hey Manmohan, can we also help? Because the guilt feeling, Of course we all used the ground like mad after he leveled.